Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, May 1st, also known around the world as May Day, a funky little holiday which, depending on where you live, is meant to celebrate the warmer days of spring or workers' rights. Either way, we begin this morning with a sign that it might be time for Chewbacca to take the yoke from Han Solo. According to the FAA, Star Wars actor and private pilot Harrison Ford is again under investigation, this time for taxiing across a runway when another plane was trying to land. It happened at a small airport in Southern California. No one was injured, and there was reportedly no danger of a collision. Mr. Ford said he misheard the control tower and has apologized. In 2017, the actor flew too low over the top of an American Airlines jet with 110 passengers on board. It was preparing to take off when he crossed overhead and landed on a taxiway instead of a runway. The 77-year-old is a collector of vintage aircraft and has had his pilot's license for 20 years. Some welcome news for Georgia teens, perhaps worrisome news for everyone else. The state just announced that it's dropping the rite of passage road test to get a driver's license. That means so long as a 16-year-old has taken driver's ed and completed 40 hours of behind-the-wheel training with a parent or instructor, they can skip the final step. Before the virus, more than 5,000 Georgia teens a week signed up for the nerve-wracking ride. Because of the lockdown, there's now a backlog of 30,000 kids who want to take it but can't, and all have now been given the green light to hit the road without it. Will they or won't they? That's the big question on Capitol Hill this morning, where senators are arguing about when to return to work. The Republican leadership is calling for everyone to get back to business next week, while the Democratic minority says it's not yet safe to do so. A decision could come today. Elsewhere in the country, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is making history by closing the subway system that never sleeps. The cars usually run beneath Manhattan 24/7. Starting next Wednesday, though, they'll grind to a halt from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. every day for a front-to-back scrubbing. And Gilead Sciences, the company behind the most promising COVID remedy to date, says it will create enough of the drug for a worldwide supply. There are already 1.5 million doses of remdesivir available, all of which Gilead has promised to donate rather than sell. The All-In Challenge just netted a whopper of a donation. For weeks now, athletes and celebrities have been auctioning off once-in-a-lifetime experiences to generate money for 5 different food charities. Well, it was none other than new Buccaneer quarterback Tom Brady who blew the doors off the donations by offering up tickets to his first game game jersey and cleats, and either dinner or a personal workout. The going price? $800,000. 200 events are still available, with all proceeds helping those in need. A zoo closed to COVID may have found a workaround. It's turning into a drive-through, at least temporarily. The animal park in San Antonio is giving cooped-up families a chance to pack their cars for a makeshift safari, complete with guided audio tour and curbside snacks along the way. Ticket sales will help the zoo care for its critters and hire back some employees. The experience was originally scheduled only for this coming weekend, but tickets sold out in 2 hours. Now keepers say they'll continue the tours daily through May 17th. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. What state is allowing teens to get their driver's license without a road test? Georgia, because of a backlog due to COVID-19. What actor is in hot water with the FAA? Harrison Ford for mishearing control tower instructions. How much did someone pay for a first game experience with Tom Brady? $800,000, with all of it going to charity. How is the San Antonio Animal Park reopening to guests? By creating a drive-through zoo. In One for the Road. A few weeks ago, we suggested taking a good look at your parents' hair because it's probably a little shaggier and maybe a little grayer. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer actress Sarah Michelle Gellar thought past a boring touch-up. Her do is now top to bottom cotton candy pink, a shade that she calls her rosé all-day quarren color, chosen, she says, simply because she needed to find a creative new way to embarrass her kids. Before we go, we've got lots of KidNuz birthdays to celebrate. In Florida, Daniel in Lithia, Mahogany in Claremont, and Travis in Apopka. In California, Ananya in San Ramon, and Max and Bryn in San Mateo. In Texas, John Henry in Southlake, and Adam and Avery in Dallas. In Illinois, Noel in Aurora, and Audrey in Chicago. We also have Phoenix in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Jack in Frankfort, Michigan, Felix from Richmond, Virginia, Jasmine in Greenfield, Wisconsin, Alice in McCall, Idaho, Maya from Wellesley, Massachusetts, and Brody in Tempe, Arizona. Our KidNuz teacher salutes go to Ms. Light and her All-Stars at Goshen Post in Aldie, Virginia, and Miss Sonata's Social Studies class in Honolulu, Hawaii. Thanks for listening. Remember to test your news knowledge with our Week in Review quiz at our website, kidnuz.org. And we'll see you back here for more KidNuz Monday morning.